So I'll just repeat question 8 again for you, Linz, and then I'll give you the
Oh,
other
thank you.
when
Yeah.
we get to the end when I do the answers. So question 8 was "I'm in charge" was the original catchphrase of which British entertainer, famous for various catchphrases down the years?
Sure, that weren't question 9.
That was question 8.
Yes.
Just had to do question. I'm just repeating 8 for Linz.
Oh, right.
So "I'm in charge" was the original catchphrase of which British entertainer,
yeah.
famous. Yeah. Right. Question number 9. Then we will move on now.
Yeah.
Question number 9.
Wrong
What
way.
is the more usual name for the common wildflower, Stinking Willie?
Ooh.
What is the
Yeah.
more usual name for the common wildflower, Stinking Willie?
I found a plant in my garden. I didn't know what it was. I was trying to see if it was a weed or not, and I used my app to identify it, and rather ominously identified it as "Death Comes Quickly."
Yeah, his wife's been complaining about that. Terrible joke. I apologise. Right. Question 10. The England football team's first defeat, this is the male football team, against a team outside of the home countries and Ireland took place in 1929. But against whom? Was it A, Italy, B, Hungary, C, Spain, or D, Germany? So the England male football team's first defeat against a team outside of the home countries and Ireland took place in 1929 against whom? Was it A, Italy, B, Hungary, C, Spain, or D, Germany? Right, I'll just see who that message was.
Just to say, I'm not cheating with my phone in my hand. We forgot about the question that we have to ask, and so we're suddenly panicking about that.
We'll let you off. We'll let you off, Mark.
That's all right. That's why I have mine, because of the question. Find a question quick.
Yeah. Still have no idea.
And Edwards has now accused me of not sending her an invite every week. I send her an invite every bloody week. So,
It's a weekly accusation.
I know. Anyway, question 11. The city of Lichfield is in which English county? The city of Lichfield is in which English county?
You've definitely got harder over the last 3 years, if you'll pardon the expression.
That's very sweet of you to say. Didn't think you'd notice.
More difficult, shall I rephrase that?
I must admit, I thought that when I was reading these questions, I thought some of these are bloody easy. I wouldn't use them now.
Well,
by the way, tell Lindsay, because she was like, "Here, this was the first round from week 52."
Oh, was it?
Our first anniversary show, so I'm repeating it for the 4th anniversary one.
Okay, fair enough.
Because it made life easier for me when I was trying to write the questions this week.
I've been to Lichfield many a time.
And we all.
I've been there
I've
once.
sung there.
Oh, you've sung there?
I have indeed, quite a few, 3 times, I think. They've got a gigantic rabbit, a pet rabbit.
I didn't sing, I just went to the shops.
I sang there, but the police kept moving me on.
Yeah.
They do that.
You can't bust there, go on, Neffel. Question 12. Which pop group with a palindromic name had a hit single with a palindromic title in 1975?
You want the title and the...
Please.
Both?
Yeah.
Is it a point for each?
Yeah, go on then. I'm feeling in a good mood.
Oh, thank you.
So which pop group with a palindromic name had a hit single with a palindromic title in 1975? And question 13. How many British monarchs were there in the 20th century? How many British monarchs were there in the 20th century? Monarchs to you too. And that one? That one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Don't count out loud.
Okay, out loud, Russ. We can all hear you, mate.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to.
I
Mute
know.
yourself.
Well, I've took my socks off.
Oh, that can help you count, can't it? If you get
Yeah.
above 10,
Yeah.
especially if the question's about different types of cheese.
Absolutely.
That's also true, yeah.
Yeah.
Question 14. What year did the TV series Who Wants to Be a Millionaire start in the UK, the original series? Was it A, 1996, B, 1998, or C, 2000? What year did the
Do we have to put down our final answer?
Well, you can phone a friend. I tried that. It was useless. So what year... What year did the TV series Who Wants to Be a Millionaire start in the UK? A, 1996, B, 1998, or C, 2000?
That woman that said, I've got to go and get changed now.
Oh, no, that was great, wasn't it? That's such a great clip. Because they do tell you to bring 3 changes of clothes just in case you're there for sort of 3 different days of filming. Or 3 episodes. Anyway, never mind.
3 changes of underwear.
Yeah, I didn't need any. I was that cool. And finally, question 15. In the TV drama Quiz, telling the story of Charles Ingram's cheating on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which actor played Chris Tarrant? In the TV drama series Quiz, telling the story of Charles Ingram's cheating on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which actor played
Sorry,
Chris
I was just
Tarrant?
giving a message to Russ there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's okay. You got that one?
I got it.
Cass,
Just-
You got to do
but
copy. They got to do
also-
copy like Jim Carrey in The Mask. Poor tiny
Hey.
Tim. Right, I'm going to give the answers now, but I'll do them slowly. So
oh, yeah, do it. You've got to give the
Lindsay
question.
can have a guess
to-
at the first 7 questions. You're right, Linz. So she's been.
She's miles away.
Yeah, okay, darling.
Sorry, yeah. I'll get in 20 stupid questions. It's all right.
All right.
Got 4 teenagers in the house and I'm all by myself.
Oh God, he's out enjoying himself again, is he?
What? 4. It doesn't matter. Oh, pedant's corner. Oh my God.
Right, Lindsay, for you first of
Yeah.
all. Question number 1. When you got an answer, just put your thumb
Sorry.
up and I shall give the answer to everybody else. Which actor played the role of Will Hunting in the movie Good Will Hunting? If you've got an answer, give me a thumbs up. Which actor played the role of Will Hunting in the film Good Will Hunting?
Yeah.
An answer. The correct
Yeah.
answer is Matt Damon. We have to say
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
That
Yeah.
film made me fall asleep.
I've never seen it, so.
Oh, God, it's deathly boring.
Question 2. Who was the first foreign national to manage the England men's football team starting in 2001? If you've got an answer, give us a thumbs up, Linz.
Yeah.
Thumbs
The
up,
answer is
Kelly.
Sven-Göran Eriksson.
Sven.
Poor old bugger's on his last knockings, isn't he?
He is, isn't he?
Yeah,
Thangy boy.
he's meant to be managing Liverpool for one.
He did
He
it.
did.
Oh,
He
he
managed
did it,
to
did he? He's
be
done
Yeah,
it.
friendly.
they did a Legends match and he got to be Jurgen Klopp, so he grinned a lot and shouted at the referee.
Yeah,
Question
Yeah,
3.
that's done.
Exactly, yeah. They got teeth broken in by Trigger the horse. Question 3 to Lindsay. The traditional Irish dish of col cannon is usually made with which 2 ingredients? I think she knows the answer. She's smiling brightly.
I love it.
Point for each on this. They are potatoes. Surprise, surprise.
Potatoes.
And cabbage.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, I put spring onion.
Oh, right. Oh,
I put in it.
Yours is the posh one.
Is it a
the
point
tradition-
3?
Traditional one is potatoes and cabbage.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The one with spring onion is called something completely different. I'll come to me in a minute.
Coleslaw.
And
I
a
know your name here, Oliver.
It'll come to me in a minute because my
Potato
ex
salad.
all the time.
oh,
Do I get 1 point for each?
1 point for each, lovely. Yeah.
Okay, just 1 then for me, thank you.
Question 4 to Lindsay first. The flag of which country features a black 2-headed eagle on a red background?
Right, I've got an answer.
The correct answer is Albania.
Oh.
I put Austria.
I love Albania.
yeah.
Good old Norman wisdom.
Mm.
Question number 5 to Lindsay first again. The Indian dish balti takes its name from what? Is it A, the area in India where it originated, B, the type of spices used, or C, the bowl it's served in?
Right.
Correct answer is C. The bowl it is served in. That's a balti. Question 6 to Lindsay first. What is the name for pasta shaped like giant snail shells? Is it A. lumaconi or B. lumacari?
Right.
The answer is A. lumaconi.
Oops.
Lumacari played in midfield for Manchester United in the 1970s. Was manager of Stoke for a while. Right, question 7, 5 points for this one. Name the 5 US states that have a Pacific coastline. Name the 5 US states that have a Pacific coastline. I'll just let Lindsay have a little write down of a few ideas.
Oh, that's not a state. I think I've got 2.
Okay. Well, the correct answers are California,
Yep.
Oregon,
Oh.
Washington,
Oh yeah.
Alaska,
Yeah, that's
and Hawaii.
Whoosh,
Oh,
whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Washington.
yeah.
5 points. Point for each one of those. Well done, Deb.
Captain Washington.
Perhaps you'll be avoiding the sausage this week. Who knows? Hang on a minute. The blind, hang on a minute. The blind cat's just about to fall off the sofa. You all right? No, she's done it. Question 8. I'm in charge was the original catchphrase of which British entertainer famous for various catchphrases down the years? Lindsay's up to date with this one. The correct answer is Bruce Forsyth.
Ooh, I'm alive.
Oh, well, that is first.
I'm in household.
Question number 9. What is the more usual name for the common wildflower stinking willy? The correct answer is ragwort.
Oh.
Ragwort. Question 10. The England male football team's first defeat against a team outside of the home countries and Ireland took place in 1929, but against whom? Was it A, Italy, B, Hungary, C, Spain, or D, Germany? The answer is C, Spain.
Hey,
In Madrid. We lost
it's
4.
Spanish.
Question 11. The city of Lichfield is in which English county? It's in Staffordshire. Staffordshire. Question 12. Which pop group with a palindromic name had a hit single with a palindromic title in 1975? Group name and song title, please. It was, of course, ABBA with SOS.
Oh.
Point for each of those. We've got ABBA or SOS. Question 13. How many British monarchs were there in the 20th century? The correct answer is 6.
Yay.
Had Queen Victoria, Edward VII, George V, Edward VIII, George VI, and Queen Elizabeth II. Question 14. What year did the TV series Who Wants to Be a Millionaire start in the UK? Was it A, 1996, B, 1998, or C, 2000? The answer is B. It was 1998 it started. And is someone going to ask me the question this week for my question? Please don't. Still hurts that question. And question 15. In a TV drama series quiz telling the story of Charles Ingram's cheating on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which actor played Chris Tarrant? It was the deeply wonderful Michael Sheen.
Oh my God. I love him.
You got to get in the queue with Michael Sheen for my wife. She's very keen. In fact, one of her friends, Mags, Mags, she used to go to school with Michael Sheen. She was saying that next time she bumps into him in Port Talbot, she's going to phone Amanda and let him talk to her.
Oh, wow.
He's just amazing.
Oh, he's just unbelievable actor. He's just superb. Right, let's do some scores. Dr. Puerley.
Well, I'm very embarrassed to say, but I would like to stress that we have had this question before. I got 19.
No.
No.
Hang on. You're right, darling. Hang on. I've got a blind cat
I
staggering.
only got 2 wrong.
You're right,
The
sweetheart.
flower and the football team.
All right. Hang on. Yeah, she's okay. Sorry, she's trying to find her pit to go and do her business, and she's sort of staggering around under a chair at the moment.
No, I'm okay.
Right, that effing drive, Catherine with Jeebus and an enormous cock and a sparkly outfit.
You had fun. No.
Well,
It sounds
I
like
must
an
be the
actor.
same as Simon because I've got 18.
18, fantastic.
Ooh.
These are good scores. I love it. Debs does dubs.
16.
16. Well done, my
I haven't
lovely.
had them before.
Yeah,
You weren't here. Yeah, you weren't here for
then.
these.
Were you?
Old Yorkshire Gold.
18, Michael.
Your age again, Carol. There we
Oh,
are.
of course, darling.
Don't expect much. Now, these definitely haven't heard these before. So, how did you get on?
15.
All
Whoa.
right, well done, fantastic.
I think that's 3 times more than we scored last time.
Yeah.
I think it
Total.
is.
For the whole quiz, yeah.
Don't be nasty. Nutmeg and the Marxists and the Meowists. Sorry.
19.
Oh,
19.
well, there's a lot
Everyone's
of
cooking
high
with that.
scores floating about.
Right, here we go. Russ has got about 30. Russ has got about 34. Do you think? Russ, how do you?
Deeply embarrassing 21.
Got the lot.
That's your age, and he's got
Wow.
the. There we go. Mr. and Mrs. Judas.
I thought I did really well, but I think I'm going sausage woods actually. I got 11.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
could be sausage
I've never
bound.
heard those.
We'll
That's
see. Could be sausage bound, but we don't know. And
Yeah.
finally, new dogs on the block.
Yeah, 16.
Your age as well, Michelle. There we are, darling. 16. Right. So after that first round, one of the highest scoring rounds we've ever had, we've got Mr. and Mrs. Judas in last place with 11. We've got Don't Expect Much on 15. We've got Debs Does Dubs and New Dog on the Block on 16. We've got Old Yorkshire Gold and That Effing Drive on 18. We've got Dr. Burley and Nutmeg and the Meowists on 19. With that in front, surprise, surprise, 21 points. It's Russell.
Well done. Lindsay, the cold cannons with cabbage, the one with spring onion, potato spring onion is called chomp.
Oh, right. Oh, well, I blame some book or other that I've used because that's what they told me to use. So I just did as I was told.
Oh, never trust a book.
I know.
Right, round two. Round two is all about the quiz. My lovely quiz. It's a rather self-referential one. Even if you weren't here, such as Don't Expect Much and Debs at the very start, these are all questions that you might have a chance of answering because they're all multiple choice. There's 4 possible answers on most of them. There's usually a choice on any question here. So have a good guess, see how you get on. So you never know. So my lovely quiz. So on 4 years of quizzing, it's all questions about this quiz. So question number 1 is this. The first ever Check Your Knollige took place on Monday, the 13th of April, 2020. Who featured on the first poster? Was it A, Boris Johnson? Was it B, Donald Trump? Was it C, Henry VIII? Or was it D, Spike Milligan? So the first ever Check Your Knollige took place on Monday, the 13th of April, 2020. Who featured on the... No, thanks, mate. Who featured on that very first poster? Was it A, Boris Johnson, B, Donald Trump, C, Henry VIII, or D, Spike Milligan? Could be anyone. So have a guess, folks. Question number... Sorry, who's that?
Wee Jimmy Cranky.
Should have been Wee Jimmy Cranky.
It didn't appear until a bit later on.
No, Wee Jimmy Cranky didn't start turning up until about quite a way into it. Question 2. How many teams took part in that first ever quiz? Was it A4, B5, C6, or D7? How many teams
seventh,
took
of
part?
course. So
Yes, the Meatballs came 7th, yeah. How many teams took part in that first ever quiz? A4, B5, C6, or D7? Question 3. Now, every poster I do mostly these days is usually a pastiche of a film poster or a TV poster. But I didn't actually start off doing that. I used to just do individual pictures. So question 3 is this. The first quiz poster I made that was a film or TV pastiche was for week 17. Which film poster did I childishly deface? Was it A, Ghostbusters, B, Avengers Assemble, C, Forrest Gump, or D, Alien? So the first quiz poster I ever made was the film for a film or TV pastiche was for week 17. Which film poster did I childishly deface? Was it A, Ghostbusters, B, Avengers Assemble, C, Forrest Gump, or D, Alien? Question 4. Which team won the first ever Check Your Knollige? Was it A, Derbyshire D, B, the Ragnarok Ravers, C, Meatballs, or D, That Effing Drive? Which team won the first ever Check Your Knollige? A, Derbyshire D, B. Ragnarok Ravers, C. Meatballs, or D. That Effing Drive? Hang on, where is she? Oh, God. Trying to work out where the hell the cat's gone. Poor little blind bucket. Where are you? I'll give her 5 minutes and see if she appears again. Question 5. Now, I didn't do video rounds straight away. What week on the quiz did I do my first ever video round? Was it A, week 26, week B, week 36, C, week 46, or D, week 56? What week on the quiz did I do my first ever video round? A, week 26, B, week 36, C, week 46, or D, week 56? Oh, she's howling now. You all right, darling?
Let Amanda back in, Mike. It's not
Yeah,
fair.
she's cracking at the window.
Cold out there.
Know where you are, darling. I can see you. Good girl.
If she
Question
doesn't have it
6.
soon, she might come over your place for us.
Yeah, just come in and poo in your garden.
To be fair, I got Bonnie asleep on the sofa with Debbie. I've got Blue from across the road out the back door eating food. And probably her sister, Ginger, looking through the bloody gate, like the bottom of the gate. So I've got enough of them over here.
Deb's sister is looking through the gate.
Yeah.
No, leave her out there.
We'll let her back in some later.
Question 6. What was the theme for the first ever video round? Was it A, famous people in cars, B, famous people as children, C, famous London landmarks, or D, famous people dressed as cowboys? What was the theme for the first ever video round I made? Was it A, famous people in cars, B, famous people as children, C, famous London landmarks, or D, famous people as cowboys? Question 7. What week did Russ record his first ever victory? Was it A, week 4, B, week 5, C, week 6, or D, week 7? Or all of them? Now, what week did Russ record his first ever victory? A, week 4, B, week 5, C, week 6, or D, week 7?
He may well have won them all, but they can't all have been his first.
No, exactly.
Oscar Bleeding Fortune keep posting Henry over to
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
one of my friends.
Actually, I should get
back.
That would be even more ridiculously.
I should get little Henry out again. He's always over there. I'll go and grab him.
That'd be about
Good
five.
morning, Susan.
That'd be about
Don't
5
get
to
little
6
Henry
quid
out
now
on
to
screen,
post
you'll get
that.
It did just cost a few quid then.
Yeah.
Be expensive now.
Oh yeah.
Question 8. What was the first week that Dr. Poorly ran the quiz?
Oh my God.
Was it A, week 46, B, week 47, C, week 48, or D, week 49? What was the first week that Dr. Poorly ran the quiz? A, week 46, B, week 47, C, week 48, or D, week 49? You're going to know the answer to this one now because we talked about it at the start. Question 9. Who won the first week Dr. Poorly ran the quiz? Was it A, same as last week, B, That Effing Drive, C, Old Yorkshire Gold, or D, me?
Well, I remember. I was wondering, was it actually the first time that you won it, or
Simon.
I remember.
So who won the first week Dr. Poorly ran the quiz? A, same as last week, B, That Effing Drive, C, Old Yorkshire Gold, or D, me? Question 10. What week did the Ragnarok Ravers claim their first ever win? Was it A, week 5, B, week 10, C, week 15, or D, week 20? What week did the Ragnarok Ravers claim their first ever win? A, week 5, B, week 10, C, week 15, or D, week 20? I also gave the answer away to question 11 as well earlier when I was talking, but remember. Question 11 is simple. Who has the most wins? The Ragnarok Ravers or Dr. Poorly? Who has the most wins? The Ragnarok Ravers or Dr. Poorly?
I can't remember the answer to that.
I don't want to offend anybody.
Well, you wouldn't offend the Ragnarok Ravens. They don't come anymore.
No, they can't afford a laptop, bless them.
Oh,
We should chip together and get them one from
Crowdfunding.
converters.
Perhaps they just don't want to come. They're being polite.
Newsflash: Ginger's just jumped over the fence. He's eating the rest of the food.
Oh, good. Good old Ginger. Right, question 12.
Athletic for a woman of her age.
I know she's like that. Question 12.
In that 8-foot fence.
She's like that. Question 12. There's no multiple choice on this one, I'm afraid. You just have to name one of the teams that's been going a long time. Which of our teams has had the 4th most wins in total over the 4 years? Which of our teams has had the 4th most wins in total over the 4? I'll give you a clue. They're here tonight.
Yeah.
Who's one of the teams who's here tonight?
Yeah.
Question 13. Before we had Lowestoft moments, we had another name for questions that were contested. It was named after an animal. Which animal was it? Was it A, dingo, B, a saltwater crocodile, C, a wallaby, or D, a wombat?
I would like to ironically say that there's a Lowestoft moment in this question.
Okay, fair enough.
I believe that the Lowestoft question was a week before this.
Oh, do you? Oh, I couldn't remember.
Yes.
I couldn't remember if it was before or
Yes.
after.
I believe it was the week before.
I was like, all right, well, running concurrently with Lowestoft moments, changing the subject question slightly.
I think it was because we'd had Lowestoft moments.
Ah,
and then
right.
We had that very soon after.
So we had another name for questions that were contested. It was named after an animal. Which animal? A, dingo, B, saltwater crocodile, C, wallaby, or D, wombat? I knew we'd have one at least this evening.
Yes.
Question 14. He's not here, but he'll be watching the recording. So, hello, Chris.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Hello, Chris.
Oh, that is Quislamic State. There he is. Question 14. What week did Quislamic State claim his first ever win? Was it A, week 142, B, week 152, C, week 162, or D, week 172? What week did Quislamic State claim his first ever win? A, 142, B, 152, C, 162, or D, 172? But you're glad you came this evening now, aren't you, Emma and Mark?
Yes, all these things that they don't know anything
We
about.
have no idea what we're talking about, but thank you.
To be fair, none of us probably know.
No, true. No.
I'm guessing as well, isn't it, really?
There you go.
Yeah, so it is all guesswork.
I wasn't.
And finally, question 15. Now, this is one for you to really think about. Who was the last team to win back-to-back weeks on the quiz?
Ooh.
Was it A, Mr. and Mrs. Judas, B, same as last week, C, That Effing Drive, or D, Nutmeg and the Meowists?
See, you've got to remember, I missed about 6 months of this.
Yeah, but Russ, this was in the last 2 or 3
Oh
weeks.
yeah, that's what I just wanted to clarify. So it's not the team that was the last to do that, but the most recent to do
Most
that. Not
recent
the final
team
to do that. Yeah,
to
the
win
most recent
back-to-back
team to win
weeks
back
on
to
the
back.
quiz. Was it A,
No.
Mr.
I wasn't moaning, by the way.
No.
Go to your room. Go to your room right now.
I was just clarifying.
You're allowed to moan, Russ. So what was the last team to actually win back-to-back weeks on the quiz most recently? Was it A, Mr. and Mrs. Judas, B, same as last week, C, That Effing Drive, or D, Nutmeg and the Meowists? Right, let's put everyone out their misery and give you the answers to all of these. Right, question 1. The first ever Check Your Knollige took place on Monday, the 13th of April, 2020. Who featured on the very first poster? Was it A, Boris Johnson, B, Donald Trump, C, Henry VIII, or D, Spike Milligan? It was D. It was Spike Milligan I used for the very first poster.
Yes.
I found a picture of him wearing a mortarboard looking like a teacher, and I thought, yeah, that'll do. Question 2. How many teams took part in that first ever quiz? Was it A4, B5, C6, or D7? The answer is B. 5 teams took part.
Oh, that's good.
As they always are. Question 3. The
Yes,
first
apart
quiz
from the bad ones.
Exactly.
You don't get a point.
Question 3. The first quiz poster I made that was a film or TV pastiche was for week 17. But which film poster did I childishly deface? Was it A, the Ghostbusters, B, Avengers Assemble, C, Forrest Gump, or D, Alien? The answer is C. It was Forrest Gump.
Oh.
The theme that week, it was called Forrest Trump, because I turned Forrest Gump into Donald Trump. sitting
Yeah, remember it.
on a bench and looking vague.
Yeah.
It wasn't difficult. Question 4. Which team won the first ever Check Your Knollige? Was it A, Derbyshire D, B, the Ragnarok Ravers, C, Meatballs, or D, that effing drive? The answer is A. It was Derbyshire D.
Derbyshire D.
Their one and only win.
I was going to say, they didn't have many, did they?
No, I did actually invite Andrew tonight, but he didn't even respond. So, but I did try.
I think they have been at Barclay, I think.
Yes, she's being an actress, darling.
Yeah, darling.
It's funny how so many people are leaving her group, isn't it? But I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, another one disappeared, didn't they?
Yeah. I had a little chat with her about it as well. Yeah, so they found out all about it because I'm nosy. Question 5.
Yeah, you have to fill me in when you see me.
Oh, don't worry, I will. Question 5. What week on the quiz?
Fill us all in. It's rude.
Sorry?
Don't be rude. Fill us all in.
She was just sick and fed up with Elle, basically, and said, I can't take it anymore, I'm off. Understandable. Question 5. What week on the quiz did I do my first video round? Was it week 26, B, week 36, C, week 46, or D, week 56? It was D, week 56. I did a whole year and 4 weeks before I did a video round, so there you go. Question 6. What was the theme of the first ever video round? Was it A, famous people in cars, B, famous people as children, C, famous London landmarks, or D, famous people as cowboys? It was B, famous people as children.
Yeah, my first point.
Hey, go for it, Lids.
I would do that, you see. Famous people as children. I've got some cracking ones.
Question 7. What week did Russ record his first ever victory? Was it A, week 4, B, week 5, C, week 6, or D, week 7? Unbelievably, he waited a whole 6 weeks before he won. So week 6 was Russ's Week 6 was Russ's first ever triumph.
Oh.
Question 8. What was the first week that Dr. Poorly ran the quiz? Was it A, week 46, B, week 47, C, week 48, or D, week 49? It was A, week 46. Dr. Poorly first ran the quiz.
You'll be pleased to know I got that wrong.
Oh, good. It's all right. You don't have to remember everything. Question 9. Who won the first week Dr. Poorly ran the quiz? Was it A, same as last week, B, the effing drive, C, Old Yorkshire Gold, or D, me? The answer is it was D, it was me. Myself and Amanda thrashed everybody else that evening. Question 10. What week did the Ragnarok Ravers claim their first ever win? Was it A, week 5, B, week 10, C, week 15, or D, week 20? A was week 5. So quite an early start for them.
I had originally put them down as winning the first week.
Yes, and then you saw that.
That threw them out of the possibility of that question.
I know. See, you noticed. You're good, Poirot.
I did suddenly remember that it was Derbyshire D. Yeah, I wasn't there myself, of course, then. But
I didn't invite you in those days.
You did. Well, you think you did? I just
you just didn't come. Yes, I know. Too busy chasing Karen. Stop it.
Chased by.
All the other way around.
Yeah, I was going to say. Question 11. Who has had the most wins, the Ragnarok Ravers or Dr. Poorly? The answer is the Ragnarok Ravers have had more wins.
I guess.
Question 12. Which of our teams has the 4th most wins in total over the 4 years? And they're here this evening. They are Old Yorkshire Gold.
Hey.
4th on all-time list. Well done, lads and lass.
What you, Kathy?
Oh, no, she's second.
Actually.
Second on the all-time list. Question 13. Before, during, and after we had lowest off moments, we had another name for questions that were contested. It was named after an animal. Which animal? Was it A, dingo, B, saltwater crocodile, C, wallaby, or D, wombat? Well, I've got it down as B, saltwater crocodile.
It was.
It was indeed.
Yeah.
Saltwater crocodile. Hello, mother. Question 14. What week did Quislamic State claim his first win? Was it A, 142, B, 152, C, 162, or D, 172? Answer is C, it was 162. 162. He won his first ever title. And question 15. Who was the last team to actually win back-to-back weeks on the quiz? Was it A, Mr. and Mrs. Judas, B, same as last week, C, That Effing Drive, or D, Nutmeg and the Meowists? A, Mr. and Mrs. Judas are currently hold the record as the last team to win
I
back.
remember
I didn't
that.
actually put us down as a punt. I thought, you know what, I'm
Yeah.
going to
Go for it, go. It's always worth it. Always
Back
worth it.
yourself.
I do remember that.
All right, let's do them scores.
Oh,
Dr. Poorley.
10 out of 15.
Not bad.
Not 10 out of 10. 10 out of 15.
15, it'll do. That
Oh.
Effing Drive, Catherine.
8.
Ooh, a little wobble there, little wobble. Never mind. Debs does dubs.
8.
8 as well. Good score. That's all right. 24. Excellent. Old Yorkshire. Good. Ron's gone.
I know. He got 12.
It's not the Rapture, is it?
Well done.
It's been cleaned up.
12.
Oh, it's the beer. No, it's his bladder, Michael.
Not the Rapture, the bladder. Right, okay.
he's got for a crack. Yeah.
Don't expect much. I mean, come on. I'll be interested to see how you did on that.
I'm not expecting
know
much.
nothing of.
Glad you're not expecting much.
4.
4. That's 4 more than I thought you were going to get. Put it that
Well, when we got the first one right, we thought we had got this sorted then.
Yeah.
100%.
For them, it's like one giant sausage sandwich game because they can't figure out any answers. So you've just got to get in
You
with
came
it.
the wrong week to the anniversary one. I'm sorry. You really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nutmeg and the Meowists. Sorry.
10. We're looking over Simon's shoulder at the answers.
I don't blame you. It's a good way of doing it. Same as last week, Russell.
They're not there.
12, and I think that was 10 good guesses.
Rightio. That takes you up to that. Right, thank you, yes. Mr. and Mrs. Judas.
I got 5.
These sausage sandwiches also there at the moment.
I got 5 on it.
Here comes the calling.
When the sausages are calling. My lovely Michelle, how did you do, my dear?
Really badly. I think I must have been asleep for a lot of these. 6.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh, the wheels have come off.
Wheels have come off the doggers. What a shame. Right. The scores as we go into the video round are as follows. We've got Mr. and Mrs. Judas in last place with 16 points. We've then got Don't Expect Much. They did pretty well. They've still got 19 points. We've then got New Dog on the Block on 22. Oh, bloody hell, it's all over the place. We've then got Debs Does Dubs on 24. That Effing Drive on 26. We've got Dr. Paulie and Nutmeg and the Marxists on 29. We've got Old Yorkshire Gold on 30. And we've got same as last week on 33. Hurrah!
Woo!
Now, the video round this week is, I should warn you, is rated 18 for horribleness. It's basically some of your favourite quiz people who are on the quiz every week. I've taken pictures of you from Facebook.
Oh, God.
And I've used the Face app on my phone, and I've de-aged you and then given you a sex change.
Oh.
And you have to recognise who the people are after I've de-aged them and given them a sex change.
Oh,
and it's all regular people.
So, like, Russ will be a young woman.
Well, he might be.
And
if I've done him, yeah.
And
yeah, if he's done me, yeah.
And Mrs. Judas could be a little boy, for example.
Yeah, I'm going to look like my brother.
My brother.
Oh, yes,
I don't think I'll look
for a
like
picture of my sister.
Somehow.
Right, then we got the poster for this week. Dr. Quiz's Old Farts Knollige team.
Oh, yes.
With myself and Russ at the front there with Chris and Ian, so 2 people are not here. And I've replaced everybody in the background from the original Beatles poster from people that I like. So it's all
Jimmy Cranky's there.
Yeah, Jimmy Cranky's in there.
You've got Judy Zook up there. You've got Colin Bell, Rafe Vaughan Williams. You've got Victoria.
Very good.
Frank Bruno. You've got XTC.
Basil Brush.
James O'Brien. You've got Alex Kingston. You've got Spike Megan. You've got Jack Lemmon. You've got Graham Gooch. You've got Morecambe and Wise. You got everyone.
Howard Jones.
There is Howard Jones there as well. Yes.
Howard Jones in between Del Boy and Harold Lloyd.
Well, there you are. They fit in rather nice. You got Les Dawson. You got Fish next to Les Dawson.
Yeah. Where's
Laurie
Victoria
Lee.
Coren Mitchell?
You got Laurie Lee between Fish and Eric Morecambe. I think that's quite. Victoria Coren Mitchell was just behind Frank Bruno in the left side.
Oh yes, I've seen that.
Got
Yeah,
Colour
And
Sergeant behind her.
my dodgy eyes, Alex Kingston looks like El McPherson.
That's definitely Alex Kingston. I can promise you that. And you've got Mackenzie Crook, Stuart Adamson, Stan Laurel, Michael Palin, Gilbert Jessup, Kate Bush, Clement Attlee, loads of people. Anyway, I'm going to run the video through for you twice as per usual, and then the third time I'll give you the answer. Simon, do you want to ask the question?
Is there surely there isn't an overarching question?
It is an overarching question.
Good God, how could there be?
Oh, counting how many people are there.
That's right. So here we go. Here they are. Here's all of us, different people who have been de-aged and had a sex change. Good luck.
Give me the who. That was very difficult. What's amused me is either I wasn't there or I haven't recognised myself.
I recognise you, Simon, but I don't think I was there.
Oh, I've got you down.
Oh, no. We're not going to have any discussions, guys.
No, we can't have any discussions about it. We'll have to do the post-mortem afterwards.
What I would say to Emma and Mark is just write down random names of teams and pictures of you. Got a clue.
Yeah.
So here it comes again. Good luck and enjoy the music. I do love this piece of music. Anyway, enjoy it. Here it comes again. Oh, didn't press the button right. There you are. Now it starts.
It's not on Spotify. This is annoying.
I've easily downloaded it from YouTube.
I've got no idea what the overarching could be. I think I'm in all sorts of trouble here.
Sausage sandwiches, here we come.
No, well, I think I'm far enough ahead, but
who knows? Let's get that back to the start. Right.
Oh, this will be very interesting to know.
This is going to be very interesting. I hope you. I shall.
Are you going to pause them a bit so we can take it all in?
So you can have a good laugh at each person. So, so the video starts with the Sergeant Pepper's cover. It's our 4th anniversary. I've given a load of our regular players a sex change. Can you still recognise them?
What's the overarching?
You'll find out in a minute. You have to do the overarching at the end, dear. Remember?
Oh, okay.
So picture number 1. Anybody?
Is it Debs?
Nope.
Oh,
Carol.
It's Carol. It's Carol True.
Yeah. Oh, it's Carol. Look, lovely Carol.
Big old.
Oh dear.
In the photo I took last summer. So there's our Carol. Looking like Tom Cruise, bless her.
Oh yeah.
Picture number 2. Who's this then?
Well, I was one. It's not Ian Bessel, is it?
No.
No.
No, it's birthday boy. It's my 87-year-old father turned into a young lady having a pint of beer.
Oh, it's me. It is your dad, isn't it? Yeah,
he's my father. Yeah,
he looks quite fetching like that.
Yeah, I reckon several pints of old Fenenfold old double dragon. I got fancy you.
Yeah, definitely.
There's my father. Picture number 3. Everyone got picture number 3.
This is great.
I do love this. This made me chuckle so much when it came out.
Ali
Alison Barling. She's not here. Alison Barling. Would you suddenly realise how much like a young David Beckham she looks when she's turned into a man?
What?
I thought she looks a bit like Harry Potter.
David Beckham.
Who's on drugs?
David Beckham on drugs.
Yeah. Too much weed.
There's Ali Barling from Meatballs, bless her. Oh, love her art. Shame she's not here. Picture number 4 is another stunningly gorgeous young lady. I wonder you men to calm yourselves. Anybody got any guess who that could possibly be?
It's not you, is it?
No. That is Lindsay. That's Rick.
Rick.
Oh, Rick.
It's
Wow.
Rick from Mr. and Mrs. Judas.
Rick's Tinder profile.
We have seen him as a woman before, of course.
Swipe left.
I got that right.
Good, thank God for that. I'll be worried. There goes Rick. Now, picture number 5, another fine-looking young lady. Who could that possibly be?
Simon.
It's Simon Radical.
Is it really me?
got that
right.
It looks, but don't you think that that looks like? See, I put down Michelle first. I thought, how on earth? No, she's not had a sex change. It looks like Michelle.
Right, we don't know.
Oh well, it doesn't look anything like my sister. I'm going to have to take a photograph of that on the screen, because
Really?
I didn't recognise myself.
That's the photo I took when I did the selfie of us when we went to go and see Asteroid City.
Oh, in the cinema,
In the
yeah.
cinemas, you in the back row of the cinemas, yes.
Wow.
If you look like that in the back row, anyway, let's not go there.
Yes. Oh, well, I failed to recognise myself.
Dr. Poorly there is number 5. Picture number 6. Now, I'm sure a lot of people got this one. Who is picture number 6?
Well, I mean, it looks like Anne, but it can't because it's not a sex change. So I thought maybe it's Ian Ragnarok.
It is Ian Ragnarok. It's Sans beard.
That's the Barbie.
That's it's not actually. That's not the Barbie. That's he's at a reenactment because he's dressed up in his Viking tunic.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a bit of a giveaway, but yeah, that is Ian all dressed up as a Viking at one of his punch-ups. Picture number 7. Who's this then?
Oh, that is Russ.
That is Russ.
Is that Russ? I didn't get that.
Whoa, hey.
Looks like Debbie that used to live next door to my mum.
Oh, perhaps that was
The weird thing is that looks nothing like my sister.
oh, really?
Well, mine
Not
looks nothing
a
like my
thing.
sister either.
Nothing like her.
So that's for you, Russ. So same as last week. Picture number 8. Who is this stunning young lady about to appear now? Picture 8. Who's that then?
Is that Chris Langdon?
No.
No,
That is Sarge
Sarge, yeah.
Oh.
from New Dog on the Block. Look at him, eh? Whoa, hey, whoa.
I
I
mean,
would.
yeah, I mean, I'd do myself in that picture.
You do.
Oh, yes. Very, very hot. Very hot indeed there.
Send me that picture.
Just for some self-exploration, is it? Picture number 9. Who's this gorgeous creature?
Well,
Is that you, Mike?
he looks
That's
Chinese.
That
Is that you?
That is me.
But you're not Chinese.
Wrong eye.
This is Michael McIntyre.
Oh, Jesus, thank you. I'd rather be Chinese than no. So...
Looks a bit like Donald Trump.
Oh, right, that's it. Mute him. He's off the.
Shots fired.
You look like my Avon lady, actually.
That's I know where you live, you see. I do know where you live.
It was the glasses that got it for me.
This is the other picture that got everyone laughing, and I hope you enjoyed it. Picture number 10. We all know.
He's about to go dogging, I think.
You look just like your dad there, love.
I look like my son.
Actually, you do look like that. Yes. Yeah, there is a similarity there, very much so.
Yeah.
So there's obviously
Yeah, for God's sake.
Hairy.
Yeah, wash your hair, for God's sake.
Fuck off.
picture number 11 is definitely someone I could definitely fancy. So picture number 11 coming up is who dat?
Chris.
Chris.
It is
Chris.
Chris Langdon. Yes.
Yeah.
He's really fit, isn't he?
He is, isn't he? Go on, certainly.
Yeah.
Well, they say Mark's
About
out of
3
10.
years into transition, then.
Lindsay looks like you.
Well, not much, but yeah, I suppose a little bit.
There's a bit of a Kate Bush vibe going on.
There is actually, yeah.
I'd personally say Mark's out of 10. I'll give him 1.
It's got a better cheekbone than I have.
Right, next one's an easy peasy one as well. Because you recognise the garden as well as the beard. Picture 12. It's that effing drive, Kathy. With
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also looks like my son.
she's got one. one hugely deformed ear to one side.
Weird.
Here she goes.
Ryan Reynolds in that picture.
She's on the sitting board, you can tell.
I wish he was
Picture-
channeling
I
Ryan
love
Reynolds.
this picture. Who is this?
Ian Bessel.
It is
Ian.
Ian Bessel, yes!
Yeah.
From the Nutmeg and the Meowist, there is Ian enjoying some progressive rock music.
He actually looks like Karen's daughter.
Yes! Yes, he does!
He looks like Rachel.
Bloody hell. Picture 14.
Don't tell her I said that.
Is that Lindsay?
No, it's Chris Langdon. No, it is Lindsay.
It is, but I do look like Chris Langdon.
You do look like Chris Langdon.
Do, yeah.
Fantastic. So there's our Lins. I'm glad you enjoyed this round. It's good fun doing it. Question, picture 15. Easy one again. Who's this?
Susan.
From Nutmeg and the Meowist. She's got a deformed ear as well. Look.
She looks more like your dad than your dad did.
I know.
Yeah.
She looks like a rock and roll rebel from about
Full head of
It's
dodgy
like
hair.
Neil Fox.
Actually.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
that's
true.
yeah.
That is.
Sorry, Sue.
And finally, oh God, picture 16. Whoa, hey, wouldn't you?
That's Ron.
It's
Is it
Ron
Ron?
Jacko from
Yeah.
Gold.
Oh, we did all right.
That's
Oh, you didn't do Anne Edwards. I'd like to see that.
Well, I only had 2 or 3 pictures of Anne, and a lot of them she had like her hand across her face, and it was difficult.
It's difficult to do it, was it? Yeah.
See Janine of it.
But
Yeah.
Ron's is the
Yeah.
other side of the picture of Carol. I took a photo of them leaning in together when we were at Fountains Abbey.
Yes. Yes.
And yeah,
That
was taken at
Fountains Abbey.
yeah.
Yeah.
there we go, folks. That's all that lot. Right.
Oh, now the blinking overarching. Oh dear.
So brace yourselves for this, guys. So this is an extra 5 points if you can get it. Overarching question is this: several of our people had glasses on, but how many had glasses pushed up on their heads?
Oh, right.
No, out loud, folks. Remember, some of you are muted, so don't start shouting out.
Michelle had.
Yeah, shush, Carol.
Sorry.
She'd make such a great spy, wouldn't she?
No good in the war.
No. Yeah, that's where the Spitfire base is, just over there.
Yeah, just over there.
Don't tell him your name, Pike.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm telling your name, troop. Troop, that goes in first, yeah? Right. The overarching question, the answer is this. Number of people who had glasses on, pushed up on their heads was 3 people. It was me, Michelle, as Carol pointed out, and Ian Bessel also had his glasses pushed up on top of his head. So it's 3 people.
Total of 18.
But they give yourself 5 points on top of the points you pictured.
Oh,
Right.
4 sunglasses, 2 sunglasses, 7 without 3 on the head.
Dr. Burley.
14.
14. Thank you. 30. So that'll be 44. Thank you. Catherine, that effing drive.
19.
19. It's just showing off now, isn't it? That's 30. 40. Debstars Dubs.
7.
Oh dear. Never mind. I didn't do you, did I?
No.
You didn't.
What was I thinking? Why did I not do Debstars Dubs? Oh, I should have. I'll do one specially for next week.
Didn't do your mother.
You have a whole post to yourself, Deb.
You have 15 pictures of you turned into Old Yorkshire Gold.
18.
Oh, Carol's age again. So we're enjoying this. Great stuff.
Done.
Don't expect much. Come on. You didn't know anybody? You probably got about 4.
9.
9! Fantastic!
Hey.
Well done.
I got the hats. I had 4 glasses, 2 sunglasses, 7 with no glasses, and 3 on the head.
Well done.
All helps.
The
All
way
helps.
to do it.
Oh, and 1 beer.
And the Meowists, how did you do?
18.
Ooh, mother's age. Done. So that takes up to 30. Ooh, it's very close at the top. Russell,
Okay, that's fine.
14.
14. Thank you. Ooh, 14. Mrs. Judas.
Well, the 3 I got wrong were the people that we don't normally see on screen very much. So that's your Dad, Sarge, and Ian Bessel, because they always hide.
They do. Look, Sarge's hiding now. Look, you can just see his head.
Yes, I know. Hello. So I got 17 in total.
Very good. Not sure if it's saved
It's
you.
rang down about 3 times at one point. But
Not sure if it's saved you from the sausages, but we'll see. And new dog on the block.
A proud Paul Hardcastle.
No.
No.
Thank you.
19.
Right, the scores are as follows. Into the sausage sandwich game, we have Don't Expect Much, our newcomers. They got 28 points, and they're going to be up against Debs Does Dubs, who's got 31.
Oh,
That's going to be the sausage sandwich game. So we move up then to Mr. and Mrs. Judas, who have 33 points now. Then we have a little bit of a quantum leap up to the next team from there, which is, that's going to be New Dog on the Block with 41. Is that right? I think, yes. Then we have Dr. Paulie on 43. That effing drive on 45. We've got a tie between Nutmeg and the Meowists and Russell, same as last week on 47. But out in front now, we're 1 point with 48 points. Is Old Yorkshire Gold. Hey, last week's champions. Well, you were champions last week, weren't you? Yes. So
yeah,
there
they could go for the back-to-back title.
Back-to-back title, take away poor old Mrs. Judas's thing. So we come to the sausage sandwich game. This is to remind Emma and Mark that it is basically 3 questions that only I really should be able to know the answer to. There's 3 possible answers to each one. You just have to guess which one you think is the answer. Once you've chosen that, the other person then can't have a go at it. So as you're in last place, you go first, Emma and Mark, and I'll then come to Debs after that for her go. So question number 1 of the sausage sandwich game to Emma and Mark. When I first started running Check Your Knollige, I didn't run it on Zoom like I do now. Which platform did I run it on? Was it A, Skype, B, Microsoft Teams, or C, Facebook video chat?
These, you know, the bit on
We'll go Skype.
You're going to go for Skype, righty-ho. So over to you then, Debs Does Dubs. You're left with Microsoft Teams or Facebook video chat.
I was waiting for platform 9 3/4.
Hey!
Hey.
I'm going to do the Facebook one.
The Facebook one for Debs, right. Well, points have been scored. And the 5 points for that answer go to Debs Does Dubs. It was Facebook video chat. I had to come off there because they had a limit. I think it was of 6 or 7 people could tune in at any one time. We were getting loads of people turning up in some of the early quizzes. So I had to find a different platform, and I signed up to Zoom, and I've been with them ever since. So well done, Debs. So we come to you next, Debs. It's your turn next. Question number 2. In 1990, I was asked to compete on a team in a local pub quiz. It was only after I arrived at the venue I discovered the nature of the quiz and who we were actually raising money for. I was horrified. I wanted to leave but wasn't allowed. What were we raising money for? Was it A, the local hunt, B, the Conservative Party, or C, the English National Party?
I was going to say before I came up, it'd be the Conservative Party.
Is that what you're going for?
B, the Conservative Party.
Let's go for the Conservative Party. So, Emma and Mark, were they raising money for the local hunt or for the English National Party?
Go with the hunt.
Local hunt for you. Again, points have been scored. And the points this time go to, yeah, Debs, you're quite right. It was the Conservative Party.
When you say you weren't allowed to leave, I mean, you know.
Well, I got driven over there. I was with my parents. I was in the middle of organising a big show. It was the day before I was doing a big show with Judy Zook that I was organising. And it was the day before the actual show. And I was stressed off my nut at home. And Mum and Dad said, look, come out. We're going to this fundraising pubby quiz. Why don't you come and join us? So I went along. When I arrived, of course, the whole hall was bedecked in Union Jacks. And there was a huge picture of Margaret Thatcher at one end. And I thought there's something funny going on here.
Oh, dear.
And sure enough, it was a Conservative Party fundraiser. And I wanted to leave and they wouldn't let me. So right at the end, when they finished the quiz, they all stood up and sang Land of Hope and Glory. So when they finished, I then stood on the table and started singing the red flag.
Oh, well done.
At which point my father rugby tackled me off the table and told me off. It was one of my proudest moments, I have to say. Very proud of that. Right, so back to Emma and Mark for question number 3. Question number 3 on the sausage sandwich game. Come on, you can do this. I have been stopped by the police a few times over my 40-plus years of driving. How many times have I been breathalyzed, though? Is it A, once, B, twice, or C, 3 times?
Twice.
Twice. Thank you very much for you.
We're
So
0
Debs,
and
you're
5
left
in
with-
these.
What, pardon?
We're 0 and 5 so far in these.
Sorry, I still didn't hear
And
you.
we've done this five questions. We've done this so far, and we've lost all 5 of them.
This
Oh,
could be the
no.
one.
This is going to be 6 out of 6.
This
Oh,
could be
no.
it. No.
I
Debs,
think it's an unfair question too. That before they even come out, I knew it had to be the Conservative Party. If you'd got that, you would have gone for that as well, wouldn't you?
definitely.
Yeah.
So Debs,
That's
how many
bad luck.
times? How many times have I breathalyzed? Once or 3 times?
I think the same amount of times I have once.
Once, righty ho. Points have been given, and this time,
I was
Mark, you have
breathalyzed.
broken your duck. You have got 5 points. It was twice I've been breathalyzed.
Well, I've been breathalyzed at least 3 times, and possibly even 4.
And you don't even drink.
All since I've been teetotal. Yes, exactly.
I was 5 months pregnant with a massive belly when I got stopped and breathalyzed.
So, Debs, you're
Well,
now
last-
at 41 points, and don't expect much. You're now up to 33 points. You're equal with Mrs. Judas now.
The
Well
last time I got breathalyzed, I came out of an Indian restaurant, got in my car, pulled out, and immediately there was a blue flashing light behind me. I stopped, and he came out and he said, "You've just come out of a licensed premises, got in the car and driven, so we were going to breathalyze you." It's like,
The first time I got breathalyzed, for a start, I was terrified because I was in my father's car. He was away on business out of the country, and I was covered to drive him around and pick him up from the airport. So I was using his car because it was far nicer than my old POS that I had at the time. And I've been able to see some friends at Epping, and I've been very good. I had one shandy first part of the evening, and the rest of the evening I've been drinking Coke. So I'm driving down this country lane going home from Epping at about 2 o'clock in the morning, and there's some little old lady in a mini metro in front of me doing about 10 miles an hour down this country lane, and I'm busting for a piss. All I want to do is get home and have a wee. And in the end, we eventually come to this one straight bit of road. So I pulled out and stuck my foot to the floor, hammered past her. As soon as I hammered past her, all lights came on from somewhere, and I stopped. Oh, shit. And of course, you think, I've had one shandy. What if it was a strong one? And of course, in my dad's car as well. They sort of breathalyzed me, and they said, "What's your name?" And of course, I've got the same name as my father. So I said, Mike Farley. So it's your car then. And you're like, yes, of course it's my car. Yes, definitely my car. Yeah, got away with that. But anyway, I was under the limit, so I was quite safe. So it is now time for you to check my knowledge. Hello, Oreo. It's time to check my knowledge. Ask me a question, anything you want. If I get it right, you get nothing. If I get it wrong, you get 15 points. Could be the make or break for the entire quiz. So we come to Oompa Loompally.
yeah, I've gone for as a bit of a sort of a nod to Julian, really.
Oh,
because,
bless, yes.
Remembering him today as we do 4 years. Well, it's only because I'm asking you a serial number. But because of the poster that you did, I'm asking you the serial number of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album.
Not a clue.
It's PCS to start with, or PCM, depending on stereo or mono, and then four digits.
2374.
Almost like, but not in the right order. 7027.
Nothing like it.
You said 2704 or something.
I can't remember what I said, but there you go. We'll have
2 sevens and zeros in it. Anyway.
Yeah, so let's raise a glass to Julian. Come on, folks.
Yes.
Cheers to Julian. Bless his heart. Love him. Miss you, mate.
Julian.
All right, moving on. We come to Catherine then, to that effing drive. How you doing, sweetie? What you got for me?
Okay, I've got.
Don't ask me for Julian's inside leg measurement or which side he dressed. I don't want to know.
I know you know.
All right, fair
How
enough.
does he know?
I used to work nights with him, Carol.
Right, I've got another Sergeant Pepper question for you.
Oh, go on then, girlie.
All the characters on the front, how many of them are actors?
Ooh.
Oh, bloody hell. 17.
Oh, do you know what? I'm going to give you that because it's
No.
actually 16, but is there 17 because Shirley Temple's on there twice?
No, I didn't get it right. You can't do that.
Yeah, but it is. There are 17, but 2 of them are the same
Who
person.
thinks that she should have the points? No one.
She should, no. Kathy should have the points. Kathy should have the
I think
points
Kathy
because
should
you
have the
didn't get it right.
Get it right.
We did.
Yeah,
There are
Kathy should
17,
have the
but two of them are the
points.
same person.
Right, all those
No,
who
that
want
means
Kathy to
there's
get the points, put your
16.
hands up.
I think Kathy should get the points.
Right, Kathy gets the points.
Me too.
Yeah, she's going for the sympathy votes. Thank you so much. To the elephant man, you've all been so very kind. Well, right, Debs does dubs. What you got? Oh, she's gone. Oh, there
No,
she
I'm
is.
here. Yeah, you'll probably get this one.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah. So, American Theodore Gazelle died in 1991, age 87 years old. What was he famous for?
Having a stupid name. Theodore Gazelle, made up name. He was the inventor of the world's first self-rupture appliance.
No. So Theodore Gazelle, does anybody else know?
No.
He's also known as Theodore Seuss Gazelle. He's Dr.
Dr.
Seuss.
Seuss.
Dr.
Ah,
Seuss, that's brilliant. What a good question. Thank you, Debs.
Dr. Seuss.
Dr.
That's
Seuss,
right.
I love it.
You're the writer. They all.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, sounds like a jazz musician.
Theodore
I
Seuss.
can't remember how it's
I play ball fiddle. What did you mow it or pluck it? Or sometimes I slap it. Oh, Kath, supposedly Some Like It Hot is coming back to the cinemas this summer at some point. They're going to be on the big screens. Do you fancy going?
Yes.
Definitely do that. Right, Old Yorkshire Gold, our leaders. How you doing?
Should I go around?
Yes, we've just gone for a simple one this week.
Okay.
Who invented the carpet sweeper?
Good day.
Oh,
I don't know. He was a bit of a sucker. Thank you very much. Oh, bloody hell. What do they call those things? I can't think of the name. No, don't. Go on.
Is it Ian Bissell?
Melville Bissell.
Yes, nearly,
Melville
Simon.
Bissell.
Bissell was the name I was trying to think of, and I couldn't think of it. Damn it! Well done. Well done. That's good. That's.
There was a man called Melvin Bissell who got stuck down his. Right.
Bissell.
Had a problem with his bit of gristle.
That's the one. Right, Emma and Mark, you were looking up your question earlier on.
Well, we've just changed it at the last second as well.
Oh, right.
So if this goes wrong, it's not my call.
Oh, all right. You're casting aspersions already. Go on then, mate.
So we all know the character Slimer from the Ghostbusters.
Oh, yes, indeed.
But what was he originally called on the original script?
Oh, Donald Trump, probably. Slimer. Probably something unpleasant. Ecto or something. I don't know.
You'll kick yourself. You won't. Onion head.
Oh God, I've never got that in a month of Sundays.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
There was a boy my dad used to teach at public school. He was known as Turnip because his head looked like a turnip.
Oh.
Our nephew,
That's what that made me think of.
our nephew, despite him now being 10, still has the nickname of Spud because he didn't grow hair for so long. His head looked like a potato.
I used to say, call him Spud. Yes, he's about one.
Yeah, he looked like a potato. You look like a potato. He had his mother's eyes.
Hey.
Now, Sue and I used to know a busker up in Chelmsford called Swede because he looked like a hairy sort of root vegetable. But it was during the 90s when it was all Britpop, and we thought we'd have this great idea. We'd book out a venue and say that Suede were playing. Then get him to know, hello, and he was this right old carrot cruncher from the Essex field. And people know we'd have got lynched. Anyway, Susan or Ian or whoever.
Are you in luck tonight? It's me.
Oh, thank God for that.
What is the word for a person who designs flags?
Oh.
Sad.
No,
No,
no.
Well, apart from that.
yeah. David Pennant. Thank you very much.
It
Very
should be.
good.
It's a vexillographer.
Well, there you go. I shall not
There you go.
fight in ignorance. Thank you, my sister.
We aim to educate.
You very well. Very well indeed. So, okay, good stuff. Same as last week. Russell. Oh, you're muted at the moment, Russell, by the way. No, I muted you because what we were doing is another bit and you were talking to Debbie just off camera and we couldn't hear.
Oh, I do apologise.
No, it's all right, buddy. No, don't worry. Don't worry. I pressed what we call the Anne Edwards button.
Also comes in handy for Corrine.
Yes.
Oh God. When I was younger, when I was at school.
Oh, many years ago.
Well, yeah, we're
With
talking
Carol.
about. We're talking 50 odd years ago.
Ah, dear.
When I was a little bit of a tearaway.
You still are?
And I was according to my brother-in-law, I was like the school hero for about 6 weeks or so. What did I actually do to become school hero?
Probably blew up the science lab or something. Did you blow up
the science lab?
Yeah.
No, not quite. I liberated, or me and my mate, who actually now owns a winery, me and my mate liberated a pair of scales from the science lab.
Yes.
When there was an open day one day, and we goes waltzing out in the like playground area with them, and thinking to ourselves, why have we borrowed this set of scales out the science lab? So not knowing what to do with them, we hiked them over the fence by the bike sheds. And heard all of a sudden, on the other side of the fence, and they come whistling back towards us. And we hit somebody on the head with them. Accident.
Oh my God.
We ended up getting 6 of the best in front of the whole year in the lecture theatre.
Wow.
So, according to my brother-in-law, yeah, we was school heroes.
Being heroes.
For a few months.
Now, my greatest claim to fame at school.
Felt like a right dick, to be honest.
My greatest claim to fame at school was at secondary school. One of my last days there, went out and got drunk at a local pub. Then went back to the school and basically I hated one of the geography teachers. So I went round to her Stevenson screen and I filled up her rainfall gauge. She got some very bizarre readings that week.
I did want the science teacher set fire to their lab coat while they were still wearing it.
Yeah, I was so close to your one.
One of my schoolmates shoved a history teacher into the store cupboard and locked him in, which was pretty heroic.
Right, Mrs. Judas. What
good guys. It's only my brother-in-law.
Right, Mrs. Judas.
Hello.
Hello.
Right, I googled 444 years ago, and it was 1580, and nothing happened. So here's a different question. One of Johann Sebastian Bach's most famous pieces was premiered on this day in 1724.
Right.
Which piece was it?
Gangnam Style.
Whooping them.
No, it was the St. John Passion.
I was so close. I
know. That was your next guess.
He was indeed, because I'm a huge fan of Bach.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's absolutely fabulous.
Sorry. A new dog on the block. Michelle, ma belle, what you got? I think she's gone funny.
I've gone all funny.
Michelle, hello.
I thought I had to unmute.
No, you didn't.
And you remuted
I was already unmuted.
Yes.
And so, yeah, anyway. Month and year, please. When did humans first break the sound barrier in flight using experimental aircraft, the X-1?
That was in 1949.
No, October 47. But, you know, good guess. Give me the points.
You, dear. Takes you up to...
Give me the points.
Right, hang on a minute. Before I give you the scores, I'm going to let the bloody cat out because the other one wants to go out now. The blind one's asleep, but the other one wants to go out. Hang on. Right, come on in. Come on. Let's go out. There you go. Right. Still muted. No, I'm not muted. Hooray. Right. So we come to... I'll do the scores first. Sorry. That's losing me rag here. Losing me... Right, at the moment, we have a tie in last place between Don't Expect Much and Mrs. Judas, both on 46 points. Sorry, 48 points. I'm lying through my teeth. We then have... Who's after that? Blimey, it's all over the place. We've then got Debs Does Dubs and New Dog on the Block, both on 56. We have got Dr. Paulie on 58. We got That Effing Drive on 60. We got Nutmeg and the Marxists, and same as last week on 62. We've still got Old Yorkshire Gold in front with 63. Hurrah! So the final round, lots of points. The last question worth 25 points straight off, and then 10 points if you get absolutely top banana if you get the right question, the right one in the right place. But I'll get to that when we get there. So round 5, question 1. Walnut Grove, a town in the USA, was a setting in the popular TV series Little House on the Prairie. Which state is Walnut Grove in? Is it A, Kansas, B, Colorado, C, Missouri, or D, Minnesota? Walnut Grove, a town in the USA, was a setting in the popular TV series Little House on the Prairie. What state is it in? I love a state. Is it A, Kansas, B, Colorado, C, Missouri, or D, Minnesota?
My friends in Braintree live in Walnut Grove.
Right. Same one?
No, it must be a different one. They haven't got a little house on a prairie. Got a big house in a cul-de-sac.
So you didn't realise that Little House on the Prairie was actually filmed in Braintree?
No,
Question number 2. Which tiny country withdrew from the qualifying rounds of the Football World Cup in 1986 as their only stadium was occupied by US troops? Which tiny country withdrew from the qualifying rounds of the Football World Cup of 1986 as their only stadium was occupied by US troops? Question number 3. Taking the Americas as a whole, North America, Central America, and South America, what is the most populated city in the whole of the Americas? North, Central, and South. What is the most populated city in the Americas? Question 4. Orion, the cat, appeared in which popular film? Orion, the cat, O-R-I-O-N, Orion. The cat appeared in which popular film? Question 5. HALO, H-A-L-O, is an acronym for a type of parachute jump. But what does HALO stand for? What are the 4 letters? What are the 4 words that make up HALO? Point for each one you get right. HALO is an acronym for a type of parachute jump. What does HALO stand for? H-A-L-O. Question 6. Apologies for my pronunciation of this. Barcaroles. I'll spell it for you in a minute. Barcaroles are traditionally songs sung by men with which specific profession? Barcaroles are traditionally songs sung by men with which specific profession? Barcarolles, Barcaroles or Barcaroles. Now, traditional songs sung by men with which specific profession? Question 7. Chow mein, when translated into English, means what exactly? Chow mein, when translated into English, means what exactly? Question. Stop it. Question 8. Right, 2 points for this. Only 2 countries in the world have no divorce laws. A point for each you can name. Only 2 countries in the world have no divorce laws. A point for each you can name.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
So 2 points on offer there. So the 2 countries in the world that have no divorce laws. And question 9, which movie, the winner of 7 Oscars, including Best Picture, opens with the lines, "He was the most extraordinary man I ever knew"? Which movie, the winner of 7 Oscars, including Best Picture, opens with the lines, "He was the most extraordinary man I ever knew"? Question 10. In which country would you find the world's longest suspension bridge? It's not in Baltimore, by the way.
Oh.
Too soon? Too soon.
Too soon. Too
Yeah.
soon.
And it was a box bridge anyway, that one. So, in which country would you find the world's longest suspension bridge? Question 11. Which of the following is the name of a 9-year-long war between Britain and Spain in the 18th century? Is it A, the War of Jenkins' Ear, B, the War of Jenkins' Nose, C, the War of Jenkins' Knee, or D, the War of Jenkins' Halitosis? The old Spike Milligan joke, isn't it, when he goes into the doctors? He goes, "Do you know you've got acute halitosis?" Because, "Oh, thank you, no one's ever noticed before." So which of the following is the name of a 9-year-long war between Britain and Spain in the 18th century? Was it A, the War of Jenkins' Ear, B, the War of Jenkins' Nose, C, the War of Jenkins' Knee, or D, the War of Jenkins' Halitosis? Question 12. We got 4 points on offer here. Name the 4 most common surnames in the USA. A point for each. The 4 most common surnames in the USA. A point for each in there. And by the way, Ron, have you seen the new design for the broadside? New design. Don't like it. Oh. So think of those 4 surnames while I'm pouring my beer. I'll do the next question after that. Right, the next one could be worth 4 points as well. Question 13. I was trying to think of things to do with 4, you see, because it was the 4th anniversary. So question 13. The Quattro Stagioni pizza, or the 4 seasons, is a classic. Its traditional four main ingredients are mushrooms, artichokes, tomatoes, and ham. Each one represents a different season. Match each one to the correct season. So you're looking at mushrooms, artichokes, tomatoes, and ham. Which one represents which season? Oh, by God, that's good stuff.
Well, he hasn't done any song lyrics.
I haven't, and I'm not this week.
Oh, blimey.
Not a single one. I've only just noticed myself that I haven't done one. Right, question 14. In the TV series Friends, two of the main six characters are originally only going to be supporting characters. Which two? Point for each. So in the TV series Friends, two of the main six characters were originally only going to be supporting characters. Which two? Point for each. Right, question 15. 25 points plus a possible 10. It's a party time. It's our 4th anniversary. Hooray! We're having a party on the 1st of June. Hooray! At Kathy's. Hooray! Right. So party time. I thought, what does anybody like doing at parties? So I thought of carols straight away, and I thought karaoke. Oh yeah. In fact, I think we should rename it karaoke.
Karaoke.
So we should be calling it from now on. So I went to the largest karaoke company I could find on the internet in Britain, company called Vocal Star Karaoke Machine Company. And I looked at their figures, and they listed actually the top 200, but I've just done the 25, excuse me, most popular songs for UK punters to sing at karaoke parties as of the end of 2023. So you've got to name the 25 most popular karaoke songs of 2023 in Britain. Some I've never even heard of. I have to be brutally honest with you. I'm that old. But there's plenty I do know. And what you've got to do to get an extra 10 points, you have to decide which one you think was number one on the list. What was the most popular song for punters to sing at karaoke parties in 2023? If you get that right, you get an extra 10 points on top of whatever else you score.
Do you want song and artist as well?
If you can, but to be honest with you, most of the songs are pretty well known and we know who the artist is anyway. So
right, okay, thank you.
If you just want to put the song title, that'll be fine. If you want to indicate there is a certain artist involved, again, that's fine. I'll give you 5 minutes on this one, folks. Your time starts now.
I can give you my score now.
Come on, you can do better than this. Come on, Debs, you can do this.
I hate karaoke. I think I've been to only a couple. I avoid them like the plague.
But you like music.
Yeah, but so I have no idea what songs they would sing at karaoke.
Think about what you might sing along to, you know.
Songs at parties.
I wouldn't dare sing.
We're at Kathy's, don't worry.
Okay.
We're going to make you.
Debs, just think about what you would sing, and that's it.
Rolling Stones, Rolling Stones, Rolling Stones.
Well, give that a go.
Think Britain's Got Talent.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, Britain's Got Talent. Spoon-fed food music. That's what you want. Oh, Real Madrid 3, Manchester City 3 in injury time.
Blimey.
And Arsenal 2, Bayern Munich 2 in injury time.
Is this a like two-leg jobby, or is it just a
two-legged jobbies? Right, the cat's in, the window's open, and it's bloody freezing, so I'm going to shut the window.
It's very difficult, though.
That's why I chose it.
I mean, you know, it could be in there, it could not be in there, you know.
I was saying some of them I've never even heard of. So
yeah,
it's all them youngsters, you know,
I know.
like Carol.
Oh, rolling down the river.
That's Carol. All right, just over 2.5 minutes to go, folks.
Thanks for that one.
Well, I mean, better than nothing, isn't it?
Think of all the parties you've been to over the years, Debs. I'm sure you've been to a few. And there's always the same songs get played everyone wants to sing along to. They're the ones that people want to do karaoke with.
I go and see rock bands, really, don't I, rather than parties.
There's some rock bands in this list.
Come
on, you were a champion a few weeks ago.
But I won't stop believing.
That's another one.
Stop
That's
believing.
another one. Yeah.
Another one.
You were singing "We Are the Champions." Oh, there we go.
Oh, I had a different Queen song.
Some artists are in there more than once, dear.
Oh, are they? Okay.
One and a half minutes to go.
I was watching a thing on the telly last night, and it's looked like a bloke spontaneously combusting in a shop.
Mm-hmm.
I think they figured out he was trying to light his own farts.
Oh,
dear. It's a nasty way to go, isn't it?
That's what he looked like he was trying to do.
A nasty way to go.
Yeah. Isn't to get a blowback.
That's why they call them Georgie Fame and the Blue Flames.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Georgie Fame. Hey. You got it, Georgie Fame.
Georgie Fame.
Very good, Georgie Fame. Tokoloshi man. John Congress.
The old Billy Conley gag on him. Grandson, sing us 10 guitars.
Oh, I've got some. Just thinking on the rock bands, which ones that everybody sings along to. So, yeah, I think I've got some now.
Well, you never know.
Everybody likes that crap. Oh,
time is up, my darlings. Time is
okay.
up.
Well, I mean, you know, if they're on there,
now,
they
don't forget to also nominate one song that you think is number one.
Yeah, I've wrote down about 30, so who
I'm going
knows?
to nominate that one because that is.
If you get it right, so you get an extra 10 points. So, right, the answers to round 5 are as follows. Question 1. Walnut Grove, a town in the USA, was a setting for the popular TV series Little House on the Prairie. Which state is it in? Kansas, B, Colorado, C, Missouri, or D, Minnesota? Anybody like to have a guess?
Well, Kansas is the only one that's got prairies.
No, Colorado's got prairies as well.
So is it?
And the answer is Minnesota, D.
Oh, God. Okay.
Question 2.
Forget that one.
Right. Question 2. Which tiny country withdrew from the qualifying rounds of the Football World Cup of 1986 as their only stadium was occupied by US troops? Grenada. Whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
Question 3. What is the most populated city in the whole Americas, including North, Central, and South America?
Mexico City.
Anybody else put Mexico City? No, the answer is Sao
Paulo.
Sao Paulo.
That was the other one I was trying to remember.
What did you say?
I said I put Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo. That was
Sao
the
Paulo
answer.
is the answer. Sao Paulo is the answer.
Okay, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Question 4. Orion is a cat in which popular film? The answer is Men in Black.
Black, yeah.
It's the So, fella.
Now, if I get any of these four right, I'll be very proud of myself. But I like what I've put down.
Halo. So Halo is an acronym for a type of parachute jump. What does Halo stand for? So a point for each one you get in the right place. It is high altitude, low opening.
Oh,
Yes.
I put high altitude late opening.
Ooh, you get 3 points there for that. So it's high altitude, low opening is the correct response.
Yes. Because it's got to go. They've got to go down for a long time before it. Yeah. That's why I
Question
put late
6.
opening. But
Barcarolis are traditionally songs sung by men with which specific profession? Anybody else want to have a guess at this one?
I think gondoliers.
Tarmacking.
Tarmacking. Close for us. No,
Gondoliers?
it is gondoliers in Venice.
Oh, well. It was close.
Well done, Emma and Mark, or did you not write that down?
We did. No, he guessed it.
Good man.
She told me
Well,
barbers was too easy, so
I said,
Yeah,
it can't be
I've got
He was like,
tarmacking
no,
as a good
gondoliers.
guess.
Tarmac is much better. Question 7. Chow mein, when translated to English, means what exactly? It's not very interesting. It's fried noodles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the answer to number 6? Because I was sending boys to bed.
Oh, sorry. Number 6 was gondoliers in Venice.
Oh, I put barbers actually, but never mind.
Oh, close, yeah.
Can we have
If you
half
put
a
them to
point for
bed, they've come
noodles?
back out again.
Hang on, sorry, people are talking. Sorry, Sue, try again.
We said noodles for the chow mein. Can we
Have
have
half a point. Have half a point for noodles.
Yeah.
Fried noodles in total. Right, question 8. Only 2 countries in the world have no divorce laws. A point for each that you can name. Well, the obvious one is Vatican City for the first.
Yeah.
Ah.
Ah.
Who knows what the second one is?
Well, I thought it might be
Haiti.
Brunei.
It's anybody? Russ, would you?
It's China.
No, sadly, they have got divorce laws. It's the Philippines.
Oh.
Oh, close, nearby.
Yeah, very close. So Vatican City.
Shut the fuck up. Is it really?
What, the Philippines?
Yeah.
What's the other part?
Why?
That was a fucking good guess.
No, really, it's just a guess. I thought you were to say you knew somebody who lived in the Philippines who just got married.
No, I just put Philippines because I thought, why not?
Why not, indeed? Question 9. Which movie, the winner of 7 Oscars, including Best Picture, opens with the lines, "He was the most extraordinary man I ever knew"? It's obviously a film about me. That wasn't. It was Lawrence of Arabia. Lawrence.
Hey, Lawrence.
I didn't think it won Best Film Oscar, but the book of The Great Gatsby starts very similar to that, but I couldn't quite remember the wording. But yeah, never mind.
Question 10. Right, in which country would you find the world's longest suspension bridge? Come on, folks. Who knows?
Let Daddy do it.
Is it in the UK?
No.
I thought it might be the Humber Bridge.
It's in Turkey.
Pikey.
The one over
the Bosphorus. The one over the.
Wow.
Is it the one over the Bosphorus?
Yes, the Bosphorus Bridge. That one. Question 11. Which of the following is the name of a 9-year-long war between Britain and Spain in the 18th century? Was it A, the War of Jenkins' Ear, B, the War of Jenkins' Nose, C, the War of Jenkins' Knee, or D, the War of Jenkins' Halitosis? The answer is A, it was the War of Jenkins' Ear.
Got taught that in history when the teacher hadn't been locked in the cupboard.
Always had. Right. Question 12. Name the 4 most common surnames in the USA. A point for each. From the most common to the 4th most common, they are Smith,
Yes.
Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
Williams,
That's lovely.
and Brown.
Brown.
Oh,
Smith, Johnson, Williams, and Brown.
So it's not that I thought maybe because of the other. I thought there might be like a Smlogovic or a,
yes,
or a Lopez or Gomez in there or something like that.
Yeah, I put Gonzalez as one of them as well.
Yeah.
Starsky
Captain
Q.
O'Brien for some Irish.
Oh, of course, need that. Definitely that, but I'm afraid they're not there, I'm afraid. Starsky Q. Hyman Buster the Third. That's my favourite.
Yeah.
Right, the Quattro Stagioni pizza, question 13, or the 4 seasons, is a classic. Its traditional 4 main ingredients are mushrooms, artichokes, tomatoes, and ham. Each one represents a different season. Match each one to the correct season, a point for each.
Yeah.
They are artichokes is anybody?
Autumn.
Spring for artichokes.
Yeah.
Tomatoes. Who wants to guess tomatoes?
Summer.
Yes,
Summer.
tomatoes for summer. Mushrooms.
The fall.
Autumn or fall. And ham, obviously winter. So there you go.
Yeah.
There's artichoke spring, tomatoes summer, mushrooms autumn, ham winter. Point for you get so a total of 4 if you got those. Question 14. In the TV series Friends, 2 of the main 6 characters were originally only going to be supporting characters. Which 2? Point for each. They were Chandler and Phoebe.
Oh, for someone that's never watched Friends, that was a pretty good performance.
Right, question 15. Party time. According to the Vocal Star Karaoke Machine Company, what are the 25 most popular songs for UK punters to sing at karaoke parties as of the end of 2023? Point for each and a 10-point bonus if you can guess the top song. Good heavens, there's someone lurking behind you, Ron and Carol. Looks like WG Grace. Right. There's double people behind you, my God, there's more.
Hello, old Yorkshire Gold, extra people.
Right, so 25 on the list. A song I've never heard and don't really want to. Flowers by Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus?
What's it called?
Flappers.
Flowers by
Flowers.
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, that was number one for a very long
Flappers.
That was the best-selling single of last year, possibly.
Was it?
I'm gonna buy myself flowers. That one.
Tell you what, speaking of flowers, Rick's appeared. Look.
All right.
Hello, Rick.
Hello.
24 on the list. One I do know. Don't Stop Me Now by Queen.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been much higher. In fact, I put that down as my top one. Oh dear.
Dear.
That's that.
That's gone there. 10 points are gone there. 23, Toxic by Britney Spears.
Yes.
Sing that on karaoke, the weirdos.
Obviously fans of...
I think karaoke in a pub is different to karaoke in an
Wait a minute, everyone's talking. Ross is trying to ask me something. Sorry, mate.
Sorry, did you say Top, Steph?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Yes.
The song
Oh,
about a
She
suburb in
spent
Liverpool.
a lot of time there.
Toxic. Right.
Oh, right.
Number 22, Carol, it had to be. Proud Mary by Tina Turner.
Yes.
Is at number 22.
Yeah.
Rolling.
Rolling down the river.
Good pub is Proud Mary, actually.
Yeah, there you go. But you've got to come to the barbecue in June because Carol's going to sing Proud Mary live again for us. And honestly, it's a sight to behold. Especially if she's got half a crate of vodka inside her as well. She's a mover as well.
Sounds like a highlight.
It was a highlight of our summer holiday last year. I tell you, it really was. 21 on the list. Islands in the Stream.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers. Or is it just a vicious rumour? Who knows? At number 20, I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston. Yeah.
Number 19, Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi.
Yeah, I knew that would be there.
Yeah.
Number 18, well, I'll give you my quote after this. 18, WAP by Cardi B. And I put brackets, no, me neither.
Who?
Well, I've heard of
Cardi B is, but
WAP by Cardi B. Cardi B is one of James's favourites, so not a clue.
That's a really rude song.
Is that the one about
yeah,
vaginas?
Yeah.
He's the one who's drawn all over his face with a biro, isn't he? Is that the one that
Rap forgot Cardi B, right?
I'm sure I'm not Ross. Number 17, we're back to Dolly Parton, 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton.
Yeah, that's a popular one.
Ding, ding, ding,
I had to do a pop video of that at Leeds Castle once for Darlene's retirement party. They did what they call a karaoke video where everyone mimes to a different line to a song, and they wanted Henry VIII doing 9 to 5, so they had me air guitaring with a sword in the Great Hall, and then I can't remember which line it was they used of mine, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Number 16, No Scrubs by TLC.
Really?
Number 15, Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
Oh yeah, from the
Yeah, that one.
He's not.
Yeah.
Number 14, Love Story by Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Number 13, I thought this would be a lot higher. Angels by Robbie Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah. And through it.
Please. Remember when I was working for Scandia, where we had a Christmas party one year and they had karaoke and it got sung about 18 times. What different things. So every time I come, what are you going to sing? I'm going to sing. No, please don't sing something else. Number 12, Wannabe by the Spice Girls.
Oh,
Really?
really was.
Actually, I've sung that on my karaoke.
Number 11 is the title of my autobiography. It's called Man, I Feel Like a Woman by Shania Twain.
Great song.
Gonna listen to it. Number 10, this is never off my turntable at home. I'll tell you, this is always on up to number 11 on the speakers. Breaking Free by High School Musical.
Yeah.
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 No.
Number 9, this is actually on my turntable a lot at home. Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised.
Dirtbag, baby.
I went to uni with one of the backing singers, and she's married to the current drummer.
Well, there you go. That is a claim to fame and a half. I did a pop video of Teenage Dirtbag. We did it as Tudor Dirtbag. Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn, and we recorded it all, and then we made the video, and then we showed it to Hever Castle, because Anne Boleyn was my friend Helen, who worked at Hever at the time, and they said no, they vetoed it. They said you can't have somebody who works for us appearing in a video that's got Dirtbag in the title. And so I've still got the video all finished, but I can never show it to anybody. I was really
I'm emailing my friend later. I'll let her know that exists.
Helen's not there anymore, though. Can't you show it everywhere
Exactly.
now?
Well, I did ask her because I said, "Oh, she left." I said, "Can I show it now?" And she went, "No." I think she's a bit embarrassed, so I wouldn't do it if she doesn't want to do it. So there you go. Number 8, Wonderwall by Oasis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down somewhere.
Right, so some good songs.
It used to be in the old days, if you went to a guitar shop and played Smoke on the Water, you get fined. But nowadays, apparently, if you go into a guitar shop and play Wonderwall, you get fined.
Good.
Number 7, I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys. Another title of my autobiography, that one.
Yeah, tell me. The Backstreet Way.
Oh, always the way. Number 6, American Boy by Estelle.
Oh, hit the post there because I thought you were going to say American Pie.
No, sorry, American Boy.
That's what I sing at karaoke, American Pie.
Oh, good song. Number 5, drive everybody insane and want to chew your own foot off every time they all start singing the bloody thing. Sweet Caroline by Neil Bloody Diamond.
God.
Good song.
Number 4, I thought this would be number 1. I was completely wrong. Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Yeah.
Galileo.
Number 3, Valerie by Mark Ronson and Amy Winehouse.
Oh, this is the monkeys.
I think you'll find it's the Zooton song.
Oh no, it is their song, but it's better. Their version is better than Mark Ronson's one, and also Amy Winehouse.
No.
It is the one they'll do is the Mark Ronson Amy Winehouse version.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, the worst song in the world ever written, "Dancing Queen" by ABBA.
Yeah.
Right, number 1. What have you put down for your number 1? Well, obviously, no, Simon didn't get it. What did you put down, Kathy?
I put This Is Me from The Greatest Showman.
All right. Debs, what did you put down?
I put toss up between Mr. Brightside and Sex on Fire.
Can I have another?
No,
go
you can't. You've
Summer
really
Nights.
No,
Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta.
Ron and Carol, what did you put down?
I think it's I Will Survive, Gloria Gaynor.
All right. Emma and Mark, what did you put down?
We Are the Champions.
Yeah, Sue and everybody in Wales.
Don't Stop Believing.
Oh, good guess. Yes.
I've got
Russ, what have you put down?
I will. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I Will Survive.
Gloria Gaynor.
Don't
Yeah.
Go Breaking My Heart.
Michelle.
Amarillo.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
And Lindsay.
Good one, Michelle.
Lindsay.
Oh, me, sorry. I got you, babe.
All right, yeah.
Number 1.
Number 1 for 10 points. If you put it down, have 10 extra points. It is Mr. Brightside by the Killers.
Oh, God's sake.
Oh,
Number
excellent
1.
one.
It's on our list, but
It's
not
on our list, but it's
Yeah,
not.
but that was
Kathy, I should have had that, shouldn't I?
That's number. Well, you could do it at the
We are
party.
transvestite.
I'm very surprised that Toxic by Britney Spears is above Hit Me Baby One More Time.
There you
Yeah,
go.
we had that.
But
And
don't
this-
blame me. Blame the whatever the company was
So
called.
these are the songs that I'm very surprised weren't there at all. New York, New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got that.
Hey Jude.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Don't Go
yeah.
Breaking My Heart. I Can't Get No Satisfaction.
Yeah.
Careless Whisper.
Yeah.
It's not
Table
unusual.
Well,
And
that's what
Table Dress I've got down as well.
Yeah.
Why do
Yeah, you're the one that I want, John
Yeah, you're the
Travolta.
one that I want, and Summer Nights. I got both of them down.
Delilah.
Oh yes.
But that's
Yeah.
although that's a bit.
Yeah.
It's been cancelled recently, hasn't it?
If I was going to do Delilah, I'd do the amazing Alex Harvey, the sensational Alex Harvey band version. It's much funnier. Right.
Anyway,
Simon,
there
how
we
did
go.
you do?
I did, yes.
Total
24 in total.
Yeah.
And Simon, I finally realised who you remind me of with that hair and that
Over there
face.
as well.
Stand up, look, everybody. It's James May from Top Gear.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's
The only thing is Simon's funnier.
yeah, true.
Do we put our hats on?
Funny ha ha or funny peculiar.
I'll definitely put your hats on.
No,
Definitely.
funny, ha ha.
Catherine, that effing drive.
Sorry, I'm just adding it up again because it seemed wrong.
God, Yorkshire Gold.
30.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Check out the big brain. Debs does dubs.
Well, I was only on 10.5 in the whole round, but because I got Mr. Brightside, I'm on 20.5.
Oh.
And
Couldn't have happened to a nicer woman.
Yeah, exactly. Good stuff.
And I see plays Mr. Brightside.
Who cares? Old Yorkshire Gold with the hats on it. I love the hats. I do. You've got to wear those on the 1st of June.
You said dress up.
Yes. Well,
And
I
that's all I've got. This is all I've got.
Now I've seen you all. I wish I had, to be honest with you, but
You've only just put those on, though, Carol. To be fair.
No, I had them on at the beginning.
I had them on.
I didn't see them.
You were late. And my
right,
head's
Carol,
hot.
how did you do?
21.5.
Oh, right.
their age.
With Silence of the Lambs.
I'm in the head.
Where were we next? It is Don't Expect Much. Come on, how do you do?
Unfortunately, our karaoke was very 90s heavy. It didn't work out very well.
And 70s.
Yeah. So, yeah, 18.
18? That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. That's yeah, very good. Nutmeg and the Meowist. Oh, you're there, right? I thought you disappeared.
Yeah, sorry. 22.5.
22.5.
The all important half.
That does make a huge difference.
It might be though.
It doesn't actually. It's well, it does a little bit. Anyway, I'll tell you about it in a minute. Same as last week, Russell.
Same as Kath, 30.
Ah!
Whoa.
Righty ho. Mr. and Mrs. Judas.
Right. In my defence, I think that the karaoke in our theatre group is very different to karaoke for normal people. We are not normal.
Yeah.
We transvestite there as well.
Normally, there are fewer musical songs.
Yeah,
from
and they're also
18.
in the decent musical songs, not the shit ones. So I only got 13.
13. No, it's all right. No, don't worry. Just say it quickly. People won't notice.
At the side down.
I got 10.5 if it wasn't for Mr. Brightside.
Yeah.
Well, and finally, New Dog on the Block.
Little towel. Yeah. Sorry, just discussing a Magnum ice cream on the telly.
Oh, well,
as
your
to
priorities,
being
right.
married, you see.
Called, what is it? Euphoria or Chili?
Ooh.
And they're covered in chocolate, but before they're covered in chocolate, they actually look like sanitary towels.
Used ones?
It's really, really.
Does that mean when they put him in the mouth, they expand tremendously when you're eating?
Oh, hold on. Can you see that?
Oh no!
Dear.
That's horrific.
Looks like it's the ones with wings.
Wings.
That's
Yeah.
just
Those-
really
They raspberry ripple flavour.
someone needs
Oh,
to get.
They
stop
were
it!
they were the ones
Sorry,
that
I'm really
Linda
honest, I
McCartney
do
used.
apologise. Thank God for the first round and Halo and surnames and the fucking pizza. Thank God. We got 30.
Sorry, can you repeat that? Because someone laughed.
3-0.
30. Well done. That's good.
But yeah, from the first round, it helped.
So that's first.
Yeah, sorry, that was Mark. His laugh is really loud.
No, don't worry. You're allowed. You're allowed. People don't normally laugh at my jokes. So that's that's 4.
Still This just confirmed why I don't go karaoke, because I liked none of those songs other than Mr. Brightside.
They wouldn't have any that I know.
Well, don't worry, Kathy's going to have a special old farts karaoke. We can all enjoy it.
Oh, 80s stuff, please.
I
Now we're talking.
do enjoy Kathy's old farts, to be honest with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, the scores are as follows. We have got in last place, sorry, 9th place, we have got Mr. and Mrs. Judas with 61 points. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's not bad for last, to be fair.
Absolutely. I think you should blame Rick for not being there.
No, I won't
In
blame him.
8th place, so not last, don't expect much. Mark and Emma, well done, our newies. Well done.
Not last.
Not last, good stuff. In 7th place, should be obviously for Ali, but she's not here. It's Debs Does Dubs with 76.5. It's that half a point makes all the difference, obviously. We then got in 6th place, Dr. Paulie, 6th place, but with 82. 82 points.
Yeah, good going.
Good going indeed. Equal 4th with 84.5 points. It's Old Yorkshire Gold and Nutmeg and the Marxists. Well done, folks.
Right.
In third place with 86 points. New Dog on the Block. They came with a late run at the end there. Couldn't quite pip them, though.
Well done,
In
David.
second place with 90 points. Catherine, that effing drive with her cock and her Jesus and everything. Which means the winner, obviously, with 92 points, it's Russ.
Rat and
How did I do that?
double drag.
Questions have been asked in the European Parliament, but we won't go any further. You've done it, sir. Oh, blimey, on me.
Yeah. Yeah, do a drugs test.
No.
The trouble is, you're on so many medications at the moment, we wouldn't know which one it was.
I've already had a look in the drawer. Don't worry.
Rattle.
Night.
Night,
Good night, Tricia.
Night,
Good
Tricia.
Mum.
Good night, folks.
Good night, birthday boy.
Good night.
Happy birthday to Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. He's gone. Right. Well, thank you for coming, folks, to our 4th anniversary, week 208. Thank you so much for sticking with me for 4 years. And this utter crap that we're still doing every week, but we've
still got longer to go, mate.
I know, I've got another 4 years to do. I know that. Oh, we see Ian now at last. Hello, Ian.
Hello, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
He is there.
I'm allowed to be in front of the camera now.
I know, you're too shy. You're too shy. Thanks so much for coming, everyone. Next week, our theme is being manic. It's called Not So Manic Now.
Definitely then
Can I
being
get
manic.
extra points because I've got bipolar, so I do experience mania?
Hello.
Definitely.
It'll be a very serious quiz, obviously, about mania.
Anxiety and OCD. So can I have extra points as well?
We'll see what happens. Well, basically, the idea was the poster I've done for next week is it's a poster of Falling Down with Michael Douglas. Only instead it's me with an enormous sausage and a wasteland.
Brilliant.
People.
Brilliant film.
But so that's where I got the idea from. So I haven't even written a word of the quiz yet, but I'm going to start writing it tomorrow. So I'll have some idea what the hell's going on next week. The only bit I've done is the video round, so the video round's already done. So and the music is obviously not so manic now, but which version?
Oh yes, I like the original version you played me.
I know. Brick Supply.
Yeah. I tried to get the CD of that, but it's very expensive.
Was it? Oh, right. But lovely to see you all, folks. I will be sending out the invite later on. Actually, I'm going to stop the recording now. So let's all say goodbye to. Oh, hang on a minute, not that. No.
Goodbye to people who aren't here, like
say goodbye to Chris
Meatballs and
No,
Chris.
say goodbye to Chris and Meatballs because they're not here. So goodbye,
Night,
Chris.
night, night, night.